So what's going on, y'all? So I'm trying to get a little better of a setup here. So you guys know I finally got my camera, and I'm trying to put it back the way we had it before. Uh, how is everybody? Okay, so you guys know that we're going to be doing medical terminology. If you see me kind of creeping around, I'm just trying to see what's on this table that shouldn't be on this table. Because I switch cameras, and you guys know when I switch cameras, it's just a pain in the swag. So anyway, hello to anybody who is new to my channel. Of those of you who know Miss Lambert, you know that I have a medical insurance billing and coding program. The program is an online program, and I have expanded it to YouTube. Now we call the YouTube YTU. It's YouTube University, okay? So you guys just kind of get used to me saying YTU sometime. Those of you who are new to Sapphire Physician Coding, make sure that you read the description below. It tells you a lot about the program and what's going on with it. Okay, so yes, I have decided to go ahead and give you those courses. Those of you who are not familiar with medical insurance billing and coding, make sure you get my book. This book will tell you all about medical insurance billing and coding. You guys can even break out right now and take a look at my website at sapphirecoding.com. I'm fixing the website. I kind of change it up every now and then to give people, new stuff to look at. So you guys can take a look at the website, sapphirecoding.com. And I'm trying to find all these loopholes that people are telling me about. So I've changed my website. But again, this is the book that will tell you what medical insurance billing is, what coding is, why should you get involved with it as well. And you can also order that book from me. And you also can get it from Amazon.com. I also put for YTU, you guys should have a copy of a smaller version of that. It is an ebook, okay? Um, I want you guys to also, I'm going to share my screen. You guys can also get the medical insurance billing series one. The medical insurance billing series one is at Amazon.com. Okay. Let me just take a look over here and make sure you guys are getting the training book. And that book is also on Amazon. Here it is. Okay, I don't know what that is on the other side. So yes, this is one of the Sapphire series. This is it right here. This is my other book. I have several books, but again, this is for those of you who maybe don't have time to come to the class, maybe prefer to do the reading. This is a part of an 18 series book club. Okay, the second book club to this one is the medical terminology, which I will be putting up there very soon. You guys can get that from Amazon.com. You also can order it from me. I will not put this one in ebook. This one will be paperback. Okay, so again, the other one is going to be medical terminology. You guys can see in the corner where I have books that I've ordered. These are the Hicks Picks books and the ICD-10 books. I'm going to also put that up there so you guys can also see that. Some of you who are new to my class, you guys know that I do put the schedule up there, but this is kind of more like a medical terminology introduction. Um, the next time we have class, I'm going to put a schedule up there because I'm not quite sure if we need to do 2 hours with this class for medical terminology, because the medical terminology is a lot longer than the medical billing. And we have found a way to actually give you some of the some of the tests that we have. Now, we're not going to be grading those tests. And you guys can see me looking down. You guys know I'm used to using the camera from here, but I managed to hook my other camera up, and then we got to just figure that out. So again, the medical terminology class will be a little bit longer than the medical billing class. So just take heed to that. I'm going to share my screen with you again, and I'm going to show you that medical terminology book. Now, don't forget, you can get that book on Amazon.com, or if you find a way to get it, that's fine. So just make sure that it is the language of medicine. It does not have to be the new language of medicine. It can be an older version that is fine. It does not need to be a new version. I'm going to jump in here and I'm going to show you the version that we are going to use for this class. Okay. This is the book we are going to use for this class. Okay. So some of you who are new to my class, this is language of medicine. Okay. And the language of medicine book you can get at elsevier.com. Okay. So you guys know I kind of put that up here just to make sure you guys know where to get the book from. Now, you also can get the book from thrift.com. Sometimes they have this book for like $5. It doesn't have, this is 2025. You do not have to get to 2025. Medical terminology is not going to change. They may change the pictures around or XYZ, but basically it is the same. So you guys know, when I start the class, I try to give you an insight on what you're going to have and what's going to be in the class. So the first slide, I'm just going to show you guys, some of you who are new to the class, maybe some of you have just jumped into medical terminology. You guys, I want you to know that this course is a 3 program course. It's medical billing, medical terminology, and the coding. So after this class, you guys will have ICD-10 and CPT after the medical terminology class. These are the books that you need for the full program. I want you to go ahead and get these books because you need them for the medical insurance billing. Those of you who missed that, make sure you archive that. This is a Hicks book. That's the ISBN. You can go to elsevier.com. They have different versions, but you can also go to AAPC. Okay, this is your medical insurance billing book. In case you missed medical insurance billing, I want you guys to go ahead and go back and archive those videos. I do see you guys coming in and archive the videos, and I do see a lot of you in the morning. I have been working on Twitch to try to get that thing going. So right now, in the morning on Saturdays, that's pretty much what I'm messing with in the morning. So if you guys don't see me in the morning, you see me tonight at 6 o'clock. Okay. Soon, I think I'm just going to run both of them at the same time. So this is your step-by-step book. Those of you who are new to my class, this is a step-by-step book that you need. Okay. We will go through step-by-step of doing this book to show you how to do the coding. Okay. And here, this is an older version of the language of medicine. You can get that. They might have it for $5. Try thrift.com or somewhere else. This is the 2025. This is the one that I'm going to be working in. But no worries on that one. You do not have to get the new book. Just, try elsevier.com if you want to get that new book. If you don't, no problem. Okay. I don't want you to stress getting a book. If you join the Sapphire Academy, you do not have to join the whole $1,389 class. You can get, if you get one book or if you get one course, I'm going to show you what that is. If you get one course, I will enroll you in the class, and this book is free. So, so I know sometimes books cost a lot of money. And as long as it's not $27,000 that you're paying for, a class for medical billing and coding, I think it's okay. I'm going to show you where that bookstore is, and you can kind of get those books. You can get that language of medicine book because it actually comes with the course. So let's go to there. Let me see where I'm at. I want to make sure I don't give you guys something that you do not need. Is that it? Okay, so that's it. So where I'm going right now is actually the website for Sapphire Coding Academy, okay? And I'm going to share my screen with you on this one. And the reason I'm coming here, even though, I mean, you can go on there yourself, sapphirephysiciancoding.com, but this is just going to take you to my courses, how my students learn. My students purchase a course and they join the class and they learn. So if you can see, the full course is $1,389. If you're in on this chat, I'm gonna give you a key code to take $1,150 off of that. It's hashtag key code 212. I will not give that again until the end of this course today. This is your full program with all 21 points. What you get in YTU is not as much as the class. I'm giving you the basic rundown of the program. When you register for one of these courses, you just pick a course and you check out and then you use the key code, okay? My Sapphire Academy students, this is how they work in my classroom. Once you get this, you are registered. You're registered for the class. I give you a Sapphire email and you can get in the classroom as much as you want to. These are individual courses. These are individual courses. Eye and ocular, anesthesia, digestive system, diagnostic coding, endocrine and nervous system. You guys see how this is separate. We go through every single one of these in my classroom. This is mine. We're not, taking anything from anybody. This belongs to me. This is my website. Well, this is one of them. So here is where you would get the courses individually. So some of my students, you guys that are in the classroom, that you can, if you cannot get that book, I would do the $53.99. If you do the $53.99 and you're watching this class right now, I will give you the full course. I'm gonna stop to share on this, and then I'm gonna show you what that website, what the class actually looks like when the girls go in there. So when they go in there, in case you cannot get that book, let me share the screen on that one. I have the book in there as an ebook. This is the language of medicine, because I might have to do this for 2 hours straight. But remember, we're normally for YTU 1 hour theory, 2 hours practice. What's that, Miss Lambert? Theory is me talking to you. Theory is we're going over the class. Theory is you and me together. We're doing a one-on-one, that's theory. Practice is you doing the exercises, you're doing your summary, you're doing the competencies, you're giving me your essay, me deciphering whether you understand this class. So let's go ahead and share the screen. So I'm going to show you, I'm going to take you into the Sapphire Academy real quick. It's pretty much like a Sapphire Tools, and I put everything in here. So when you guys actually register for my class, this is mine, this belongs to me. We're not taking it from anybody. This is where I store the chats. This is a business plan. So when you guys join my class, you get a lot more than just us doing the classroom. I give you syllabus. I give you everything that you need. I give you schedule. Everything that you need for this class, we give you. So if you can follow me, let me share my screen with you so you can see what I'm showing you. So this is a Sapphire Portal class. In this class, this is what they look at, okay? And this is where that book is. This is the medical terminology area. So this is what we go over in the Sapphire Academy. This is a class right here. As you see this right here, that's the ebook. So if you join Sapphire Academy, that's the ebook that you will get. Okay. So we're already 13 minutes in. I'm waiting for 15 minutes. But again, this class may be a little longer than the medical terminology. Okay. So let's take a look. I don't have a schedule up there yet, but let's take a look at your program schedule. Okay, so this is the program schedule for you guys. This is where we're at. Okay, this belongs to me. It doesn't belong to anybody else. So this medical terminology course, those of you who may be working on your own, some of you may be, doing your own thing and just need a little guidance from Miss Lambert. That's what it's about. That's YTU. This is what it's about, for me to prevent you from hitting the dollar line and registering for a program just for a degree, for something. The degree is useless. What are you going to do with it? I need you to pass your certification. Okay, I need you to pass certification. When you finish with $27,000, you still have to take a certification. You can't go in there coding without it. Okay, and you can I hire without it. Only reason why I hire without it because I'm giving a test, and I'm pretty sure if she passes that test, I'm hiring her and I'm giving her 90 days. Everybody doesn't do that. Everybody doesn't do that. But hopefully, you have some directors and supervisors out there that will give you a break. But right now, this is what we're in. Okay, guys. So we're in medical terminology. We are going through every single one of these chapters. Okay, all the way down. You don't really need psychiatry because that's not on your exam, but you can do it if you want to. Okay, but this is your prereq right here. Let me see where your coding is. Hold on. Okay, there you go. So that's your coding right there. Okay. After this class, we're going to go into the coding. Okay, and that's where your step-by-step book is going to come in at. So you've got plenty of time. So those of you who are in my class, you did medical insurance billing. That was 15 hours. It was 15 hours of theory and it was 30 hours of practice. Okay, so some of y'all who are already in medical billing college or medical billing school, jump in. If you need assistance with what you're doing in school, even though you're there, I don't like the badmouth people who are already going to school for billing. It just gets me when they can just, join YTU because there are so many people here who are coding and billing, and you just got to set yourself a pace and try to learn it. Okay. So, and don't forget, check out the website, sapphirecoding.com. And you guys go ahead and, when you get in sapphirecoding.com, it's going to say see courses. You can click on that and that'll take you to my other website. Okay. Go to amazon.com, get my book, Medical Billing and Coding Q&A. If y'all don't know anything about medical insurance billing, get the other book, Medical Insurance Billing. It's the medical insurance billing course. It's the course that you see on that site, the bookstore, for $53.99. I'll put that course in a series. I think it's $19.99 on Amazon. Okay. So that's the trick. So if y'all listening, when y'all archive this, make sure y'all listen to that. Okay. And don't forget, if you guys got any questions, let me know. I made a specific email for YTU, and it's sapphirephysiciancoding at gmail.com. Okay. I don't know if I put the LLC. No. If you guys, if you guys are in my classroom, then you will get the school email. You will get my school email. That's for the people who are registered for the academy. Okay, so let's move on. Let's see what we got going on here. So the first thing that I want to do, I really wanted to see your objective, but I'm going to take a look in here and see if I can just pull this up because I want you guys to know what the class is going to be about. Okay, medical terminology link, ebook. I'm just going to click on this because you guys know your medical terminology is it's 22 subjects. Let me see. All right, that's not what I want. Okay, so hold on one second. I'm just trying to get the objective on my end, which I can still get it on your end. But because there are so many different things in the book, I want you to make sure that you have a notebook because sometimes there's things I say and I get a lot of emails and some of y'all are repeating the same thing. So that's why I'd like for you to make sure you have a notebook. I'm trying to click on something. Make sure you have a notebook and make sure you're able to send me an email. Because sometimes when you guys hear me say stuff, I'm talking about the same thing that you're asking. So she's asking something, it's probably the same thing that you're asking. Okay, so let's see what's the problem with this. Open. Okay. Okay, so I don't know, I might be sharing my screen now with this. Let me see if we can get this up. So basically, this is just your objective as to what we're getting ready to do. And this is coming from, this is coming from Sapphire Academy. So I'm just kind of giving you some of the things that I give them. This is pretty much an introduction of, welcome to, Sapphire Academy. This is your medical terminology objective. So your medical terminology objective is as stated. You are to do every single chapter in the medical terminology book. The book is called Language of Medicine. YTU, you guys do have exercises in the back of this book. Uh, I'm going to pull it up on my screen because in the book, it doesn't flip right to the exercises. In the Sapphire class, I give you those exercises on split. So you have the book and then you have the exercises separate. So when the girls are doing it, normally they have the book here, then they have the exercises here, or they do a split screen. But again, you guys can check out that. Those of you who are in the classroom. So I'm also going to let's get rid of the book. You guys want to see it one more time? Let's see it one more time. The Language of Medicine book. Okay, let me just get rid of this, and then I'm gonna share my screen with the book because right now that's what we're getting ready to do right now. So those of you who do not have your book, you have plenty of time to get your book. Uh, this class is pretty long, so if you didn't get a chance to get in on the medical billing, go ahead and archive. That's the book. Okay, the book is Language of Medicine 13th edition. You can get any edition you want. Just don't go past 10th edition or 11th edition. Okay, so what we're going to do, we're going to go ahead and look at that first chapter, and it's because when you're doing your exercise, I need you to make sure that you have a folder that says Sapphire coding. Hold on, let me get back in. So those of you who just joined the class, online class has to be structured. And believe it or not, online class is a lot more challenging ish than sitting in the classroom because I can literally walk over to my students and look at their notebook and make sure they got medical billing here, medical terminology here, coding here. But you guys are online. I want you to make sure that you are coordinated with your work. So your medical terminology, we've already done, right, guys? We are now in medical insurance billing. So there's no micromanaging here. This is self-taught. This is self-teaching. Make sure you have your book for medical terminology. You have a notebook, it should only be medical terminology. Okay? You want to put your work inside a folder in your Microsoft Word. Okay? So again, what I wanted to look at here is, are you on the book yet? What I wanted to look at here is the exercises and the chapters. So the first chapter is basic word structure. So I just put this up here just so you guys can kind of get a look at that. So in basic word structure, you're generally going to do the whole chapter. Each one of these chapters you're going to do. And remember, you can get this book from elsevier.com. Now you guys know I use the ebooks, but when you're coding books, I want them to be physical. You get them from aapc.com. Okay, because I want you to use the AAPC version. Okay, why, Miss Lambert? The AAPC version is more succumb to what's going to be on the exam. So that's why I want you to get the AAPC version. So let's move on. So in this chapter, don't forget you're going to read your objective. You're going to do word analysis, terminology, practical applications, exercises, pronunciations, and you're going to review your work and complete your exercises. So your goal is to complete what you have read. You're going to do the combining forms. You're going to learn suffixes, prefixes. It's self-explanatory because I'm generally putting you in the right place. You are the one who is doing the work. I'm just merely putting you in the right place. Okay. Because this is an online course and this is YTU, I am limited to what I can actually show you. So the most of what I can do is kind of relate to you what I need you to do. So your first chapter is basic word structure. In basic word structure, again, you're going to study your objectives. Okay, you're going to do your word analysis. You're going to see terminology. Again, you're going to see practical applications, exercises, terms, and then you're going to have your review where you're going to do your test. So again, medical terminology is a form of words that we use and we combine them to make words that we can put into billing, concept, and coding. Providers use this. I think I'm not going to go over to the Greek and the this and that, because the only thing I need you to know is how to put those words together so that you can decipher a case. Okay, I don't know, something beat me. All right, so they're going to show you how to analyze words. Okay, we're going to break them up into components. But you know what? I do have. See, I can't go into all that because when you go into Sapphire code, I do tell you where it came from in the Greek words and how it was broken up and how they used it years ago. YTU, we don't need to know all that. The Sapphire class, that's their choice, but it's in their work. Okay, it's in their work. YTU, you don't need to know all that. Okay, because some of you are just doing brush up anyway. So relate the medical terms to some functions of the body. Memorization of terms, although essential to retention of the language. So again, we're not going to memorize everything here. Um, that's why you're going to use this is not index cards, but you guys are going to use index cards to help you retain some of the words. Um, it says beware of spelling and pronunciation problems. That's a biggie. I'm gonna put this up. That's a biggie because sometimes you see words, they sound the same. This is just a screenshot, so we're not moving anything. Sometimes words, language of medicine words, they do sound the same. So just kind of be precarious when you guys are doing the work. Okay, like this one. This is a good one because this one might be on your exam. It might have an open and close question to say, how do you spell ilium? Okay, so I'm just going to do this little part right here. So medical terms do sound alike. Some of them are the same thing. There's two words called ilium, and they both are spelled differently. So it's ILIUM and ILEUM. So, which one are you going to choose? You have to know the definition of each one. Ilium, IUM, means a part of the hip bone, whereas the second term, ILEUM, refers to a part of the small intestine. So that's hard, and I mean, like on your AAPC, they're going to trip you up with stuff like that. So just kind of be aware of that, especially in the medical terminology. So right here, I'm not going to go over urethra and ureter. I want you guys to go ahead and read chapter 1. But I'm just going to show you this illustration real quick because I want to show you what I be talking about when I say make sure you take heed to the illustrations. And that's because in your AAPC exam or even on your CPP, they may ask you questions about that. Where is this or where is that? And I think that is pertinent for you to know the illustrations. Do not forget in your CPT book, you need to know those illustrations. I had several illustrations. Well, that was years ago, but there's going to be a lot of illustrations on there that they want you to see which order does something come in. You know what I'm looking for? I'm looking for the Kindle that I had up with the CPT in case you guys want to use the Kindle, because you guys know I went over that before. Why does it say revised? I don't know why it says revised, but um, go to the Kindle and you can also get some of those books and read literally most of them in the beginning. I want y'all to see this right here real quick. Let me see if I share my screen because I found an old book and I got another book, an insurance handbook. Let me go back. I'm jumping off a little bit, but the reason I want y'all to see this because a lot of y'all think you got to get brand new books. Sometimes in medical insurance billing, they ain't changed the book much. A lot of times they change the cover. So I just want to go in here. Let me see if I can pull it up. I'm on Amazon right now, and let me put this up here so you guys can see me. Amazon has Amazon has a lot of books. So I'm putting this up here right there, right now. This is Amazon.com. Let me go over here. You see this book right here? It says Insurance Handbook for the Medical Office. This is the same book. It's just a different name, just by the same person. The pages may be different. I don't know how much it is. Let's click on it and see how much it is, just to see. It can't mean? It's $2? Okay, I was trying to see if I should say that. All right, so the book says $2.61. I don't know where y'all at, but y'all better jump on that right now. Go ahead and buy that book. I told y'all Amazon be having some deals. I guess and look at here. Look, this is the new one. It says Beware of Edition. This is a new edition. This is the newest one. They want $44.99. This book is like $130 in Elsevier.com. I'm telling you right now, Amazon always have something trip up. Okay, look at this book. Okay, this is the workbook, but I don't care. It's $2. You guys can get it. I'm steady talking. I got to make sure you guys can see that. Do you see this $2? Sometimes you might see something on a whim. Okay, so again, don't sleep on Amazon. I'm telling you right now, do not sleep on Amazon. I just want to let me see what else they have in here because remember what I said. Sometimes at 4 or 5 o'clock in the morning. Amazon might have some books in there. You catch that medical terminology. I just want to see a medical terminology. It's called Language of Medicine. A language. I want to see if I see Language of Medicine book. If we see that book in here for $2, y'all better get that book. All right, so it's not in here for $2, but it's a better deal. It's a little bit better. Let me take this down. It's a little bit better than Elsevier right now. So this is Amazon I'm looking at. All right. You see the book is 72. So again, you might catch that book for 32. Catch Kindle. You might can check it out at Kindle. But again, this is just our introduction for medical insurance billing. We're not really doing anything specific, but I want you guys to just be aware of what you're going what you're getting into and what you need to get into it. Okay, so let me stop my screen there so I can show you something. Hold on. So I'm just kind of looking at chapter 2 real quick, and then Monday night, I think I'm going to do it early. I'm going to do something early Monday, but I got to do that with Twitch. But I may do something for you guys earlier in the day with the medical terminology. So I'm going to stop the share on that one. Let me share again. Let me put you back into the Elsevier Language of Medicine. So this is going to be terms. Let me get this in here. Okay, so we're going to do chapter 2, terms pertaining to the body as a whole. Okay, terms pertaining to the body as a whole. So those are the only 2 chapters that you should be working on today. Okay, those are only 2 chapters. Because we're not going to go through it thoroughly. I want you guys to go ahead and work on that because the next time we see each other as it relates to this class is going to be on Monday. So structural organization of the bodies. And you guys know what that means. That's pretty much what we just saw as far as bones and legs and things like that. How is the body pretty much formatted? Planes of the body, terminology, exercises, punctuation, etc. So I want you guys to most definitely get your book. You must get your book. And look what's in your book. There are exercises in your book that you can do. I'm going to add it to the stage. The reason I need you to make sure you do these exercises is because there's a question on the AAPC. It says, what is the smallest living thing? Can y'all answer that? Put it down below. Smallest living thing. It's going to have multiple questions. It's going to have the eye. It's going to have the cell. That's going to be common, but I'm telling you, why is that question so hard in my class? I have no idea why they always get tripped up with that. But I want you guys to take heed to that. Again, this is medical terminology. This is your book. I just showed you guys the book on Amazon for $72. Make sure you get that book. So again, we are in chapter 2. So you guys have 2 chapters to do. This is for students that just came into the classroom. Okay, they have 2 chapters they are doing. I'm just going to backtrack so I can show you terms pertaining to the body. Okay, and you're going to do objectives, word analysis. I'm going to close this so you can see basic word structure. Those of you who missed it, that's your first chapter, basic word structure. Okay, your second one is terms pertaining to the body. Okay, so these are the only two chapters that you should be doing this week. And this is because this class is going to be much longer than the class we did for medical insurance billing. If you miss medical insurance, just backtrack and archive those classes. So again, this book, you can get it at elsevier.com. But I also showed you this book on Amazon. And remember, Amazon have some goodies at 4 in the morning. So you guys we saw that book for $2.61. I don't care who gets in this classroom. Go to Amazon and get that book. Amazon will have like flash sale. Like at 4 in the morning, you'll see CPT book for $15. Right now, they have a medical insurance billing book for $2.91. Okay, so don't sleep on Amazon, guys. So again, we are doing medical terminology, and this is pretty much our, let's see what we're going to do in the classroom. So again, your medical insurance billing was 15 hours theory and 30 hours practice. You will more than likely have 40 hours of medical insurance billing of theory, and you will have 60 hours of practice. So you will have 40 hours of theory and 60 hours of practice. Do not forget to go to sapphirephysiciancoding.com, and that gives you an idea of what you're doing. It gives you an idea of, Miss Lambert, what are we getting ready to do? You are doing medical terminology right now. When you finish with medical terminology, we are going into the coding. Okay, so your medical terminology is 40 hours theory. Some of you already have my syllabus. It's already on there. And 60 hours practice. What's 60 hours practice, Ms. Lambert? That's your exercises. I'm going to jump into the Sapphire portal so I can show you guys what I'm talking about. So I'm going to stop the share on this, and I'm going to jump right in here. And this is because I can't show you in the language of medicine book that they have in Elsevier, I'm going to the Sapphire portal. So this is the Sapphire portal. Some of you who missed this, this is the syllabus that we actually use. So when I first start medical terminology in the classroom, this is what we go over. They can go in a classroom and look at this as many times as they want to. So don't forget, those of you who are not enrolled in Sapphire coding, if you need to enroll in Sapphire coding to have access to those books, because those books are free in my classroom, you have to go to the bookstore and purchase a course. The whole course is $1,389. If you're in this classroom right now, I'm gonna give you a key code for $1,150. It's hashtag key code 212. If you don't want to do that, or if you're not able to do that, you can also just get one book and call it a day, and I will still enroll you into the classroom. Okay, so that's the syllabus for us. I'm just going to jump right over here so I can show you guys what I'm talking about. When the girls get into the classroom, they've already gotten the book. Once they get into the classroom, they've already navigated through what they need to do. So I'm just going to bump in here and kind of show you what we're talking about. Let me just get back over here. And like I said, you don't need to do all at one time. Just get one of them, because we're going to do cardiology. We're going to do eye and ocular. Can you guys see that? I just pulled it up real quick. So this is pretty much how the girls go in. If anybody purchases a course from me, this is where they go. This is the bookstore. You see where it says sapphirecoding.com up there? It's the same thing. It's if you go on sapphirecoding.com on the website, you pretty much can see this. This is what we're doing now. You just don't get the full course. YTU have to give you the basis on this course, because that's my full course right there. That's my medical insurance billing and coding book. That's this book right here, medical billing and coding Q&A. You guys know sometimes I might change the cover. The cover for summertime now is red. This was the summer before this. So this is the medical insurance billing coding Q&A book. And you guys can see it's $15 on here. If you go to Amazon, it's $29.99. But don't forget, YTU, I gave y'all this book. YTU, YouTube University, my billers and coders. That book is already in one of these chats. You guys go ahead and find it. So again, this is the basic course is $489. I don't have a grant for this course. So if you guys get this course consists of medical insurance billing and medical terminology. So it's two courses in there. This one that's $13.89, all of these courses are in there. There's 21 courses in this class. Eye and ocular, anesthesia. We went over this a few minutes ago. Endocrine, female reproductive system. If you purchase a course from me and you want it in this type of format, this is how you will get it. You do not have to get it in this format. How I have this now, when you pay for this course, you download everything right then and there. Okay, you download everything right then and there. This is pretty much for picture purposes. I mean, I can put it on a flash drive if you want to, but I'd rather have you download it and put it in a folder. If you get these courses and you got lab and pathology, I want you to make a lab and pathology folder. Okay, this is for YTU. My Sapphire students, you guys already know what to do, but I want to make sure my YTU students also know what to do. Okay, so that's pretty much the bookstore for us. Okay, so I'm going to show you what they do in YTU. Now, the difference is with the YTU and Sapphire Academy is they get competencies, they get tests. They have to give me summaries. I have to make sure that they can decipher what they're doing. My students get, I have to give them coding exams. We have to make sure that you're ready for the test. And because YTU, you guys are pretty much almost on your own. I need you to just set a pace for yourself. Set a pace for yourself. If you have, if you do 2 hours, let's say you do theory with me, that's what we're doing right now. And then you do 1 hour of practice. 1 hour of practice is you doing the exercises. I'm going to show you right now on a split how the exercises are for Sapphire. So when Sapphire, my Sapphire Academy students, when they go in, this is what they see. Let's just say we're starting the classroom. I'm just dropping that up there for a minute, but you should be able to see me navigate through this. So this is the portal for Sapphire students. If you buy one of those courses in Sapphire students, we give you an email. Your email is tashanane, sapphirecoding.com, Sapphire Coding, and that's your email. Okay, so this is why I joined Sapphire. They have an attendance that they have to keep up with. They have recordings that they have to look at. This is how they do the summary. I'm gonna show you this just because somebody asked me about this in the email. Let me make sure you guys can see this. So this is ours. Nobody's copying this. This belongs to me. I own this website. So if you're in the Sapphire coding class, my girls, they know they have to give me an essay for every chapter. You see, every chapter that's in that medical terminology, she needs to tell me about basic word structure. And this is the breakdown of how she's going to do it when she does her essay. So this is just an example, ICD-10, but she's going to give me medical terminology, okay? So her essay is going to be about medical terminology, and she's going to attach that to Miss Lambert. So my students, they have folders to give me what they need. But I'm going to try to incorporate some of this into YTU, okay? Because you guys are asking me for the book, but we can't give you the book. We have to break that down, okay? So let me see. I'm just looking for the test right now. That's all I'm looking for. So these are the tests. So these are the exercises. And this is the quickest way I can show you real quick. Again, you can go to elsevier.com, and once you get that book, these are your exercises. All of your exercises will be in there. You see this? So this is chapter 1. You see basic word structure. You should be reading chapter 1 and then doing this exercise. Okay. You see still basic word structure. You should be doing this exercise. You can get this book again at elsevier.com. And you can also get this book at, did we see it on, what's the name? Yeah, we did. It was like $40. No, it was $72. Okay. So the book was actually $72 on Amazon. So again, this is going to be a lengthy course. So you guys got time to do that. So again, we just wanted to make sure that you take heed to that. And you can get those things from out of the bookstore. And if you want to join, that's what you're going to get if you're in the Sapphire class. When you go in there, I already have a description in the description box how you do it. You go on, you pick the course that you want, you get to the checkout, and it's going to say download. Do you want to download your classes now? Yes. you automatically get those classes. And those courses just is going to help you to pass your exam. They're going to help you to give you knowledge on medical insurance billing and coding. There's an abundance amount of stuff that I give in the classroom that we can't do here, but what we're doing in YTU, it is the basics. Okay, it is the basics. Okay, so we saw the book. I'm not gonna put that up again. I just wanted to make sure that you guys were good with that. So we're gonna stop the share on that. Then I'm gonna flip right over and go back to y'all's book. So let's share screen. Elsevier. Okay. Well, I did want to show you the website. Where is it? Where is it? So some of y'all probably tried to get on my website, and I kind of was changing it a little bit, trying to see what I want to put on it. So I'm gonna share my screen with y'all on the website real quick, and you guys can kind of get a look at the website. So let's go down. Let's get rid of that. So this is the website that I'm working on. I'm still kind of working on it. Well, not really. I actually changed it because you guys know, those of you who saw my website before, I had it a little bit different. But again, the medical billing course is $53.99, and that's just that one. That's just that one course, and you're pretty much teaching yourself. This is the Sapphire Coding Academy website right here. Okay, this is the website. You can also go here and purchase courses if you want to. You can go here and purchase courses if you want to. Okay, so generally, this is just for you. This is for YTU. You can also go here. This is going to take you to that website. Okay, this is going to take you to the bookstore. It says pay now, it'll take you right to the bookstore. So again, this is for you. The medical insurance billing and the medical terminology go together. Those courses go together. That's a long course. If you was to register for my course on the bookstore, it's $489. Okay, it's $489. So when you go on my bookstore, you can go to sapphirecoding.com, or you can go to sapphirecoding.myshopify.com. That $480 is in there. So what we're getting ready to do right now, and the medical insurance billing that we did, that's how much it costs. YTU is getting that for free, no charge. So that's what I'm giving you. Okay. Now, if you want a 100% of the course, you have to register for the class for the 100%. I have much more to give you. The classes are much longer, especially pertaining to what I give you. You will spend more time with it. No, I don't micromanage you. Yes, you get one-on-one. And I don't know, people are asking me for more, but if I give you more, then I just have no product to sell. I have a product to sell. I have to sell the courses. Okay, so you guys go ahead and buy the courses. You can download them. You can download the courses. And what I would do is download the courses, and you can combine them with the classes that I'm giving you, because that's basically what you're going to do. Okay, so again, I think we are in Elsevier right now. We sharing the screen for this. Let's see if we're still sharing the screen for this. So right now we're in chapter 2. You guys know what you're going to do in chapter 2. Okay, no, I gotta stop the share. So let me go ahead and stop the share, and put you back where the book is. Stop the share. Okay, so again, it's your language of medicine book. The ISBN numbers are here. I think I have it down here already. Let's go here. This is the language of medicine book. Okay, you can also get this version as well. This is the how do you say it? ISBN number. Yeah, that's the ISBN number. Okay, and don't forget, I just finished doing the medical terminology, Sapphire Coding Academy Medical Terminology book, series 2. I will be posting that tomorrow in Amazon. You guys can go to Amazon and purchase that one. So do not forget, this is what you need for this course. Okay, now we've already gone over some of what you're going to do. I'm just going to share my screen right here with you, because we're still on chapter 2. Those of you why we can't get this? Those of you who just joined the classroom, we are on chapter 2. I'm not sure why this is doing it. So we're on chapter 2, but I just want to kind of go back over that small section right there right here. I'm going to share my screen with you, and we're going to go back to elsevier.com. Don't forget, you can go to elsevier.com and get those books. Okay? So again, we're chapter 2, terms pertaining to the body as a whole. So just remember what we just went over. Did you guys saw those exercises in this book? The exercises should be at the back of the book. Okay, but there are exercises within. Okay, that I want you to do. Okay, chromosomes, karyotype, what is DNA? You see, that's why this. Let me see if I can get it. That's why I was telling you this book is so important. I'm telling you, when I first started studying medical coding and bill, I was literally eating and sleeping this stuff. I used to get up and just be thinking about, like karyotype and the coding and the cardiology. I'm telling you, when you start doing medical billing and coding, it is like a passion for you. You start seeing that, oh, that's what that means. And the crazy thing is that you're learning just like a surgeon. He goes through this too. He goes through this too. Ain't nobody waking up being no surgeon. He wasn't born walking out with doing surgeries with about an hour old. Everything is taught to people. They have to be taught how to do these things. You are being taught how to do medical insurance billing and coding. You will not pass your CPC without passing this class. Well, YTU, we got a different type of level that we're doing. I'm trying to work something out to try to keep up with what you guys are doing. But remember, YTU, you're on your own. I want you guys to make sure you are doing this work. So my YTU students, sometimes it's a little bit hard when you are not with me in the classroom. But it is the same as if you was going to Phoenix, as if you were going to CTU, or if you were going to St. John's or something. If the teacher is online and she's leaving you there to do a lot of reading, when you're doing an online course, it's a lot of reading that you do have to do. But it's you who have to pass the course. It's you who have to pass the course. What they do is they give you so much stuff to do. They give you look at this cytoplasm. It's breaking up. I got to show you this one. They give you enough work for you to do what you will learn. I got to show you this one so that you can. I know you probably can't see it, but those of you who are at home have a much bigger screen than mine. My screen is so small. I'm going to see if I can. If I put this as a full, they told me that you can't hear me, so that's why I don't put it as a full. So again, you see this right here? And they are showing you how you break up medical terminology in cytoplasm. When we get ready to do the other chapters with the suffixes and the prefixes, they're going to go into more detail on how you do that. Okay, so for now, I want you guys to at least make sure that you are steadfast on your chapter 1, basic word structure. Okay, chapter 2, terms pertaining to the body. We will not move on to the suffixes today because the first two chapters, I'm going to put it up here, because the first 2 chapters are long enough for you. When we do class again, we're going to do this one. I don't want you to start this one now. I want you to do the first and the number 1 and number 2 chapters because I want you to start getting used to medical terminology. Because when we get ready to get up to your coding course, when we get ready to do the coding course, if you are unable to decipher the medical terminology, you will not be able to pass this class. The Sapphire Academy, they do get a certificate, but I'm talking to YTU just like as if you guys are in my Sapphire Academy course. You must know the medical terminology, or you will not be able to decipher the coding. Remember, we went over AAPC. Go look at Medical Billing Chat 13. We went over what was going to be on the AAPC exam. And so you guys are going to have 10 cases. Remember, you're going to have 10 cases. And some of those cases are going to be big cases. I'm going to, I don't know if I can do it. See, I can't do that here. If you guys go to sapphirecoding.com and you go ahead and register for one of those classes, I can give you a HIM test. Not here. The HIM test, I have to give you that on my Sapphire portal. The HIM test lets me know, are you ready to take your CPC? The exercises let me know, are you ready to take your CPC? So, just kind of take heed to that. I think this is your courses right here. Yeah. So I'm just going to backtrack to your coding courses. So you see this right here. Uh, some of this is inside your step-by-step book. You guys see where it says 5 and 6 MO? That's your older version book. That's the older version of the medical billing book that I just showed you from Amazon that they had up for $2. Don't sleep on that book. It's $2 on Amazon right now. So the coding, those two chapters are 11, 12, and 13. They are inside this. This is also your coding. This is also your coding. So after your medical terminology class, that's where we're going. But I'm giving y'all enough time so that you can get your book. Okay, so that you can get your book. Okay, this is computerized course. This is what I used to give my students that are in house. Sapphire gets this. This course is teaching them how to do EHR. So I don't know to what extent YTU is. You guys send me an email and you want to know how to navigate through EHR or EMR, let me know. We work with Metasoft and we work with a thing. I'll show you how to kind of navigate and what those things are. But again, that's not for YTU. But if somebody here asks me, of course, I'm going to show you what it is. But you have to register for the class in order to get that. So I do teach the girls how to do EHR. And this is for those of you who, if you want to know, or if you just need to brush up, or you made the decision to quit your job and you want to do your own thing and you are already a biller, let's do it. Let's put you there. Don't forget, if you guys do register in the Sapphire Academy, there is a business plan in there. I put a business plan outline in case somebody wants to start their own business plan and you guys need to get a loan or something like that. So I've showed you how to do that. But again, go to sapphirecoding.com. I've switched up that website, but it's still, I made it a little bit easier for you guys to kind of just go straight there. And you can go ahead to the bookstore and you can purchase any course you want. If you are in my chat right now, I'm gonna give you a key code. It's hashtag key 212. That takes off $1,150 of that $1,389 class. And y'all know this is my pet peeve right here. Oh my God. This is what I'm talking about when I say illustrations. I know I ain't supposed to be showing you too much, but I want to make sure that you guys are deciphering this. Look at this. This is what I be talking about when I say illustrations. The lungs, the heart, the diaphragm. You see this going around here like this? That's your diaphragm. On your AAPC exam, they might say, "Where is the diagram?" Right below the lungs. This is in the book. That's why I love this book. Y'all know how I am about this book, especially like medical terminology is so invasive. I can't even show half of the stuff that's here. But I'm gonna show you this right here. I'm gonna show you these combining forms because I want you to start getting used to looking at this book. These are called combining forms, and this is how you're gonna put words together. When you start, this is the reason why you need to know this. When you start deciphering cases, when you start deciphering the notes, the notes are going to be an Epic or a thing now or whatever. You're going to be looking at the notes right here, but you have to understand how the doctor's putting these words together. They are going to sound like words that you've never heard before. Some of them are going to be words that you can't even decipher. And this is why they put this together for you so that you can understand some of the things that the provider is saying. I don't know where it is, but I also use, I got it over there somewhere. I also use a hard cover dictionary, medical dictionary. I use a medical dictionary. I know they'd be laughing at me when I be going to work, but let me tell you something. I use a dictionary because I need to make sure I decipher the words right myself. Because every case is different. And sometimes you can't even understand what the doctor's writing on the case. So for you to be able to decipher these type of words in here, you have to know how to navigate through medical terminology, the combining forms, the suffixes. Okay, and again, this is still we're in chapter 3, but you guys are not on this one. I want you guys to jump to this one. I'm just kind of showing you Luke, lymph, mammo, masto, breast. Morph, shape. You see that? Myo. Oh my God. Look at this right. Can you guys see this one? Don't get tripped up on this one. You see how they sound the same? See, AAPC will give you a question, and the question will have both of these in here, and they're gonna ask you to choose which one. You see how this is? This one used to trip me up all the time. You see myo and muscle, the nephro. I'll tell you, it used to trip me up all the time. But again, we're just kind of going through this book because medical terminology is the only way you're going to get in there. But again, that's not the chapter y'all are on. This is the chapter y'all are on. Because we just started the class, we're pretty much doing our introduction, and you guys are going to start on what we just went over. So some of you kind of missed it. Some of you are in now, some of you are archiving. We did go over the basic word structure. So that's the first chapter you're doing. You're also doing the exercises in that. And you guys are doing chapter 2, terms pertaining to the body. Okay, this is terms pertaining to the body, terminology, the body planes. I want you to make sure that you take heed to that because, like I said, some of these illustrations are going to be on your exam. But again, don't overwhelm yourself with it because that's the reason why I always said practice and theory. Practice is you doing the exercises. The theory, again, is us talking about it. You giving me questions. If you even write to you need a one-on-one. I don't know. I probably could because there's not a whole lot of you in this class right now. It might be about 60 of you that's in this class that archive my chats. So if you do need a one-on-one, I don't have a problem giving you a one-on-one. Remember, discussion board is everything. At Sapphire Academy, discussion board is Facebook, discussion board is YouTube, discussion board is Twitter, discussion board is TikTok. People ask me questions all over the place. It doesn't matter. It's just like you're in a virtual course. Just that's what discussion board is. Okay, this little thing over here on the StreamYard thing, that's discussion board. You ask me a question over there, that's discussion board. You want to send me a question that you don't want nobody to know about, send it to sapphirephysiciancoding at gmail.com. Okay, so let's throw this up real quick. That's where you guys are going to get those books at, and we have plenty of time. If you missed the medical billing, don't worry about it. Just go ahead and archive what you're going to do in the medical insurance billing. I'm just going to kind of scroll down here so I can show you guys. Let me see. Yeah, that's what I want. That little dictionary. This is exactly what I want. So you guys see this right here. I'm going to put this up right here. This is very important. Don't forget to get your index cards. You guys remember Miss Lambert always tell you to get index card. Y'all know how I am. This is not index card. This is one of my little flyers. But I need you guys to make sure that you get these terms down. Okay. A lot of this you may see on your test, and you do need to know the meaning of them. Okay. No, you're not going to memorize all of them. But again, this is where you might find stuff. Remember, I told you I got a medical dictionary. This is the same thing. This is the glossary that's in back of the book. Okay. So again, there are exercises in this book that you're going to do. And the exercises in this book is more than likely at the end of the chapter. Let's go to skin. That's integumentary. You guys are not on that, but this is chapter 16. I'm just kind of giving you a heads up. That's integumentary. And you guys see how these books are choreographed. In your coding course, that's when we start doing the CPC. In the coding course, we use the CPC guide. Okay, so your CPC guide, if you see the skin integumentary, and your CPC guide has every single thing that's in here, that's what you're going to be doing. Okay, so in integumentary, you're going to be doing this, and then you're going to go to the back of this chapter, which there's exercises throughout. This one is too invasive. I cannot show this on YouTube. They'll get me. Okay, so we're not going to show this actually on YouTube. Y'all know how these books are. I mean, they are invasive. Not invasive to the point, but sometimes when you want to know something, like you see a lot of stuff on TV, and you'll be surprised, what you might see inside this book. And it's only because it is medical and it is terminology. And if you're in a hospital or you're a nurse, they go through the same thing. Everybody has a medical terminology class. I told you, coding is like, why you didn't tell Maria hour in? Lord have mercy. Coding is like being a surgeon. I hate to say that, but sometimes I do, because you need to be able to decipher the same way they do. This book, did I show you guys? So these are some of the exercises book. I got to go through this because this book is different than the older version. The exercises are in this book. When you get this book, these are the exercises that you're going to do. Why, Miss Lambert? Because that's the only way you're going to retain medical terminology. Um, if you guys go to, well, you can't see that, but I'm pretty sure if you guys take a look at some of these chats I got in here, I know I have given you guys probably an example of one of my HIM exams. I have a HIM exam. HIM is health information management, health information. At a hospital, they give you a HIM exam. So let's say you didn't have your coding, your CPC. And no, I know how to do it. I know how to do it. I don't have it, but I'm getting ready to take it. Oh, you do? All right. Come on. You give her the hymn. She passes it. I'm hiring her. Me and a whole lot of other people because coders are scarce. Most of the coders are old school. When ICD 9, ICD 10 came out and 9 was demolished, everybody was retiring. So when we find somebody who actually knows how to code, especially a specialty cardiology, I'm snatching her. I don't care if she on LCBC or not. And I'm not the only one because I can still teach her whatever she doesn't know. But she passes that HIM test with a 70. I know that she can pass her CPC. No, I can't show the HIM test and the coding test on YTU. You guys have to register for my course. Go to sapphirephysiciancoding.com. That book is free. That book is $100 something. That book is already in the course. The summaries are already in the course. The competencies are already in the course. I cannot give those on YTU, but I'm gonna try my best to give you everything that you need to try to put you in the right place. So YTU, yes, you guys need to make sure that you get this book. The chapter 3, remember, you're not going to do, I just wanted to kind of go over that because I wanted to show you some of the things in this book. And that's basically what this class is about. Even though you guys are going to do chapter 1 and chapter 2, I still want to show you what's in this book. And look, I'm going to show you this right here because I want you to see how this book coincides with your CPC guide. Those of you who are already in medical billing, or some of you have a clue of what medical billing code is about, you know how the CPC book is choreographed. The CPC book, we're using that. We use that in my coding class. Right now, this is called prereq courses. When we start the actual coding cases, those are my core courses. The ICD-10 and the CPT class that's going to come up after this, there's still a prereq because I'm going to show you how to code step by step. What's that, Miss Lambert? Why do we use 7 digits, Miss Lambert? Why do we use 4 digits, Miss Lambert? Yes, we're going step by step. So you're not going to miss nothing in this class. The good thing about it is they're going to be recorded. So you can always go back to it. Okay. So again, this is chapter 5. This is digestive system. If you guys remember, so go to Kindle and type in CPC guide. And Kindle should give you a couple of pages on the guide. You even go to Amazon, they'll still give you a couple of free pages. But again, the CPC is like $100 and something. But don't sleep on Amazon. You might get it for what, $60 or $80 at 5 o'clock in the morning. But I just wanted to kind of throw this up there so I can show you, the digestive system. Again, in your AAPC, you guys go to chat 13. Go to chat 13 from the medical insurance billing. That's where I put the AAPC stuff in there, okay? And you're going to see all of these systems. What is that? Okay, hold on. That's that. She gotta wait. Okay. So my daughter is here from New York, and she's kind of hanging out. She's calling me now. I don't know where she is, but I can't get to her. She has to wait. Okay, because I need to make sure you guys got what you have. So again, do you see how this is the digestive system? And this is extra. We're going a little bit over an hour, but I want you guys to see the digestive system because this is within this book. Oh, I know why she called me. She thought the class was over. So again, you see the digestive system, right, guys? On your CPC guide, the chapter 13, class 13, that's where we went over AAPC and what's going to be on that exam. I showed you guys what's on the exam. I showed you guys the open and closed questions. I showed you guys how many open and closed questions you're going to have. I showed you guys how many cases you're going to have on the AAPC. That's in Chat 13 of medical insurance billing. But I wanted to just show you this so you can see how it says digestive system. And as you can see, I'm gonna go to the book. I'm gonna show you how it is exactly in the book. Look, digestive system, right? Urinary system. Did it pop up? Female. Did it pop up? Male. Did it pop up? Nervous. So you see how this book is derived? Now go look at the CPC guide. Same format. That's why I want you to make sure when you get ready to, if you stick with me and we get to the coding, I want to show you tricks to pass that CPC. The CPC guide is made up the same way this is. I gotta show you something. I'm gonna go back right now. Let's take this down because I'm not even supposed to have that up, but I gotta show y'all a trick. On the CPC, it's in the same order. All right, I gotta put this back up. The CPC is in the same order as this book. It's in the same order. I'm gonna take this book down. I gotta show y'all another trick. I know the class is over. Y'all know I get carried away. The class is already over. This is supposed to be for the next session. I gotta show y'all step by step real quick. So you see this book right here? Let me show you this book. This is the step-by-step book. I gotta show you this real quick. That's your step-by-step book. Every college teaches from this book. Why, Miss Lambert? Because it shows you step-by-step how to code. Why are you using this? Why are you using that? When we get ready to do that class, make sure y'all got plenty of these. Make sure y'all got plenty of these, okay? This book is made up just like the CPC guide. Okay, I gotta end the class because my daughter's calling me. She know I'm supposed to have been out at 7 o'clock. But review this chat. I gave you guys some tips on the CPC. This book is made up in the same order as the CPC. Okay, bye guys. I gotta go, but I'm gonna see you guys Monday night. Medical terminology. Do not forget. That's what you guys are in. Medical terminology. You're doing chapter 1 and chapter 2. Okay, chapter 1 and chapter 2. I'm just dropping the book up there real quick, and that's the last thing that we're going to put up there. Okay, that's the nervous system that we're looking at, and that's it. I'll see you guys next time. Bye-bye.